Walking through valleys I can't name, calling out to shadows, but they all sound the same. My voice is breaking, swallowed by the night. I'm searching for an answer in the absence of light. But somewhere in the silence I hear you call my name, a whisper through the darkness, a flicker in the pain. Maybe I'm not broken, maybe I'm just found in the echoes of the lost. Your love is the sound. You find me in the ruins, you see me through the scars. You're holding all the pieces of my shattered heart. When I've got nothing left, you're everything I need. I'm alive in the echoes where the lost are finally free. I've been drowning in questions I can't outrun, learning how to trust what I can't see or touch. Your grace is louder than the voices in my head. You're rewriting stories I thought were left for dead. Now somewhere in the silence I feel you drawing near, a healing in the breaking. You're washing out my fear. I'm not forsaken, I'm held within your hands, in the echoes of the lost. I finally understand. You find me in the ruins, you see me through the scars. You're holding all the pieces of my shattered heart. When I've got nothing left, you're everything I need. I'm alive in the echoes where the lost are finally free. I'm letting go of all the weight I've tried to hold. You're the light that breaks the cold. I'm coming home, the ashes fall like sacred snow. Your mercy's all I'll ever know. I'm not alone, in the echoes I know. You find me in the ruins, you see me through the scars. You're holding all the pieces of my shattered heart. When I've got nothing left, you're everything I need. I'm alive in the echoes where the lost are finally free. In the echoes I am found, in the silence there's a sound. You were there all along, turning mourning into song. I've been sinking beneath the weight of who I was, tangled in the currents of my shame and all I've done. The surface feels like miles above my reaching hands. I'm fighting just to breathe, but I don't know if I can. But there's a hand that's reaching down into the deep, a voice is calling louder than the waves surrounding me. I feel the pull of something stronger than my fear, a promise in the water. You are here. I will rise from the water, break into the light, leave the old, leave behind me, step into new life. You're watching waters pulling me below, learning how to let them go and trust what I don't know. Your love is like a current carrying me home. I'm not the same, I'm changed, I've never been more whole. Now there's a fire burning where the doubt used to be, a resurrection moment breathing life back into me. I'm breaking through the surface, gasping for the air of a second chance, an answered prayer. I will rise from the water, break into the light, leave the old behind me, step into new life. You're washing over everything I used to be. I'm blessed in your mercy, now I'm finally free, rising from the water. I believe. Pull me up from the depths of all I've done. Make me new, till the old is overcome. I'm alive in the power of your name. I'm reborn, I will never be the same. I will rise from the water, break into the light, leave the old behind me, step into new life. You're washing over everything I used to be. I'm baptized in your mercy, now I'm finally free. I am rising from the water. I believe. I am rising from the water. I believe. The waves are still behind me now. I'm standing on the shore somehow. Your grace has brought me through the flood, cleansed and covered in your love. I've been carrying the weight of all my dead things, dragging ghosts and broken dreams on fractured wings. My pride is just a graveyard dressed in gold. These bones are tired, this heart's grown cold. But you're standing in the valley, calling out my name, speaking life into the dust, the death, the shame. I hear you whisper, child, just let it go. There's a resurrection waiting in surrendered bones. Take these surrendered bones and make them live again. Breathe your spirit through the places where I've been. I'm laying down the fight, the fear, the throne. You're bringing life to these surrendered bones. These surrendered bones. I lay it down, I lay it down. Every crown, every vow. You're making all things new somehow. From the ashes, from the ground, I surrender now. I've been walking through the midnight of my soul, where the questions burn but answers won't unfold. I can't see your face, can't feel your hand, but I'm learning how to trust what I don't understand. Even when the light feels like it's gone, even when I can't see past the dawn, there's a presence in the shadow that I'm in. You're still holy even here, even then. You're holy in the dark when I can't see the way. Holy in the silence, in the night I'm afraid. When my faith is just a whisper, just a spark. You're still God, you're still good. You're holy in the dark. I've been wrestling with the mystery of pain, finding that your goodness doesn't always look the same. You're not absent in the waiting, in the unknown. You're the steady ground beneath me when I can't see home. You're teaching me to see with different eyes, that faith is more than feelings, more than sight. There's a deeper kind of knowing in this place, where I meet you in the darkness, face to holy in the dark when I can't see the way. Holy in the silence, in the night I'm afraid. When my faith is just a whisper, just a spark. You're still God, you're still good. You're holy in the dark. I don't need to have the answers anymore. I don't need to see what you have in store. 'Cause you're sovereign in the questions, you're constant in the storm. You're holy, you're holy. Let the darkness be my teacher, let the night become my friend. 'Cause you're closer in the mystery than I've ever been. You're holy, you're holy. You're holy in the dark when I can't see the way. Holy in the silence, in the night I'm afraid. When my faith is just a whisper, just a spark. You're still God, you're still good. You're holy in the valley, in the fire. Holy in the waiting, lifting me up higher. You're rewriting every question in my heart. You're still God, you're still good. You're holy in the dark. So I'll trust you in the shadows. I'll believe beyond what I see. 'Cause the dark is not too dark for you, and you're making something beautiful in me. You're holy, you're holy. Even here you're holy. I've been singing all the songs I thought you'd wanna hear. Dressed my pain in pretty words and hid behind the fear. But the noise has worn me out, I got nothing left to prove. So I'm bringing you the broken, unrehearsed and true. Maybe worship isn't always loud and strong. Maybe sometimes trust is just holding on. There's a sacred kind of praise in letting go, in the whisper of surrender that you already know. This is my quiet hallelujah, sung beneath my breath when I'm too weak for anthems, but I'm giving what's left. You don't need my perfection, just my honest trembling heart. This quiet hallelujah is where the healing starts, where the healing starts. I've been learning that the smallest prayers can move your hand, that you hear the tears I cry when I don't understand. Your love doesn't need a stage or perfect melody. You're listening for the real me, just the real me. So I'm trading all my striving for your rest, trading all my desperate noise for quietness. There's a beauty in the simple offering I bring, in the soft and sacred sound of trust in everything. This is my quiet hallelujah, sung beneath my breath when I'm too weak for anthems, but I'm giving what's left. You don't need my perfection, just my honest trembling heart. This quiet hallelujah is where the healing starts. holding all the shattered pieces close, afraid to show the parts that hurt the most. My lungs are heavy with the words I couldn't say. I'm suffocating under all this weight. But there's a wind that's moving through the cracks, a gentle presence calling me to breathe again. I feel you filling up the empty space. With every breath I'm finding grace. You're the breath of the broken, the air I need to live when I've got nothing left. You're the oxygen, you're breathing life into my weary soul, making me complete when I'm not whole. You're the breath of the broken, and I'm breathing in. I'm breathing in. I've been learning that my weakness is the door to something deeper than I've ever known before. Your strength is perfect when I fall apart. You're closer to the breaking than the start. Now there's a rhythm in the rising and the fall, a sacred breathing in and through it all. You're teaching me to trust the ebb and flow, to breathe in hope and let the hurting go. You're the breath of the broken, the air I need to live when I've got nothing left. You're the oxygen, you're breathing life into my weary soul, making me complete when I'm not whole. You're the breath of the broken, and I'm breathing less. You're breathing life into my weary soul, making me complete when I'm not whole. You're the breath of the broken. Breathe on me, like the wind across the valley. Breathe on me, Spirit coming overflow. I'm inhaling all your promises, exhaling all my fear and brokenness. Breathe on me, till your life is all I know. You're the breath of the broken, the air I need to live when I've got nothing left. You're the oxygen, you're breathing life into my weary soul, making me complete when I'm not whole. You're the breath of the broken, every rise and fall, you're sustaining me when I have lost it all. I'm alive because you're breathing over me, and every breath I find I'm free. You're the breath of the broken. I'm breathing in. I've been standing at the edge of my mistakes, watching all the bridges that I burned begin to shake. The ground beneath me crumbles with the weight of all I've done. I'm falling through the cracks, undone. But somewhere in the free fall, I feel you breaking through. A safety in the surrender. I never the grace falls. That's where I land, in the arms of forgiveness, held by wounded hands. Every failure, every scar, every shame I carry, covered where the grace falls. Where the grace falls, this is where the grace falls. I've been fighting gravity, pretending I'm okay, but you meet me at the bottom, not the top of my charade. Your love doesn't come to where I'm trying to be. It descends into the depths to rescue me. Now I'm learning that the way up starts with going down. The pride must die before the lost can be found. There's freedom in the falling when you're there. Your grace is waiting in the air. Where the grace falls, that's where I land. I'm in the arms of forgiveness, held by wounded hands. Every failure, every scar, every shame I carry, covered where the grace falls. Where the grace falls, this is where the grace falls. Let it rain, let it pour, like a flood upon my soul. Wash me clean, make me whole. Let your mercy overflow. I'm not afraid of falling anymore, 'cause you're the ground I'm falling toward. Let it rain, let it pour, grace like I've never known before. Where the grace falls, that's where I land, in the arms of forgiveness, held by wounded hands. Every failure, every scar, every shame I carry, covered where the grace falls. Where the grace falls, I am made new in the downpour of redemption. I'm running straight to you. No, no more hiding, no more walls, just mercy like the rain. I'm standing where the grace falls again, where the grace falls again. So let me fall into your arms, let me fall into your grace. Every time I lose my way, you're the landing place. Where the grace falls, where the grace falls. I've been poisoned by the lies I told myself, running on the fumes of someone else. My blood was bitter, cold as stone. I was dying from the inside, all alone. But you came rushing like a transfusion to my heart, trading all my toxins for a brand new start. I feel you coursing through me now, changing me from the inside out. I've got mercy in my veins, running through my soul. Your love is the remedy, making me whole. Every heartbeat, every breath speaks your name. I'm alive because I've got mercy that the cure was in the wound, that your blood was the antidote. I never knew you bled out so I could truly live. Now your life is flowing through everything I give. Now there's healing pumping through my damaged heart, every cell renewed, a resurrection start. I'm not the same as I was before. Your mercy's what I'm living for. I've got mercy in my veins, running through my soul. Your love is the remedy, making me whole. Every heartbeat, every breath speaks your name. I'm alive because I've got mercy in my veins. Transfuse me, renew me, let your life replace what's dying in me. Cleanse me, change me, from the marrow to the surface, rearrange me. I'm a vessel for your goodness now. I'm a carrier of grace somehow, flowing out to everyone I meet. Your mercy running wild in me. I've got mercy in my veins, running through my soul. Your love is the remedy, making me whole. Every heartbeat, every breath speaks your name. I'm alive because I've got mercy in I've got mercy in my veins, stronger than the past. Your grace is the lifeline, pulling me back. No more poison, no more shame, just the power of mercy in my veins. Mercy in my Feel it pumping, feel it flowing, every moment always going through my system, through my pain. Nothing but your mercy in my veins, in my veins, in my veins. Your mercy in my veins. I was drowning in the 3 a.m. silence, fighting demons I couldn't name. The walls were closing in around me. I was barely breathing through the pain. I whispered, if you're real, don't leave me, not knowing if you'd hear or care. But something shifted in the atmosphere, a presence I could feel but couldn't see. The darkness didn't leave, but neither did you. Sat with me in my suffering. This is the night God stayed when I had no faith left, when my prayers were just in desperate breath. You didn't fix it all, you just refused to go. You held me through the darkest hour I'd ever known. The night God stayed, the night God stayed, when I couldn't feel you, but you never went away. I've been chasing after lightning moments, waiting for the burning bush to speak. But you were in the quiet aching, in the vigil that you kept with me. And now I know that love looks like presence, like staying when there's nothing left to say. You didn't rush to take away my pain, you didn't offer answers I I could understand, but you were there and that was everything. You held my breaking heart within your hands. This is the night God stayed when I had no faith left, when my prayers were just in a desperate breath. You didn't fix it all, you just refused to go. You held me through the darkest hour I'd ever known. The night God stayed. The night God stayed. When I couldn't feel you, but you never went away. You could have spoken storms away, you could have rushed in my pain, but you chose something deeper still. You stayed in the garden, in the wrestle, in the cry of where are you? You were closer than my heartbeat, weeping with me too. This is the night God stayed when I had no faith left, when my prayers were tears and desperate breath. You didn't fix it all, you just refused to go. You held me through the darkest hour I'd ever known. This is the night God stayed in the silence and the doubt, when I couldn't see your face, but I felt your love surround. You're the God who sits with sufferers and won't look away. I'll never forget the night God stayed. Night God stayed. Night God stayed. Night God stayed. So when the morning finally came, I wasn't fixed, but I was changed, because the God of all creation chose to stay, chose to stay. You stayed with me, you stayed. I've been collecting all the fragments on the floor, trying to piece together who I was before. But every time I hold them, they just cut my hands. These broken shards reflect a girl I don't understand. But you're kneeling in the wreckage right beside me now, picking up the pieces with a sacred vow. You see something in the breaking I can't see, a masterpiece of mercy you're making out of me. I'm shattered into glory, broken into light. Every fractured piece reflects a different side of who you're making me to be through all this pain. You're turning all my ruins into stained glass and grace. Shattered into glory, this is where I shine. Not in my perfection, but in your design. Every crack a place where heaven breaks on through. I'm shattered into glory, reflecting you. I've been learning that the breaking wasn't meant to end me. It was the beginning of the beauty you intended, like a mirror made of mosaic. Every fragment tells a story of a God who takes the shattered and redeems it into glory. Now I see the light is coming through the cracks, illuminating places where the darkness held me back. There's purpose in the pressure, meaning in the fall. You were crafting something sacred through it all. I'm shattered into glory, broken into light. Every fractured piece reflects a different side This is what redemption's all about. I'm shattered into glory, broken into light. Every fractured piece reflects a different side of who you're making me to be through all this pain. You're turning all my ruins into stained glass and graves. I'm shattered into glory, beautifully undone. A kaleidoscope of mercy made of many parts, now one. Everyone a prism where your glory filters through. I'm shattered into glory, a masterpiece. Broken place within. I'm not ashamed of what I've been. I'm shattered into glory, into glory. Head to you.